This is my first video. I'm reading first time in front of camera and मुझे नहीं पता मैं कैसा कर पाऊँगा. So ट्राई करते हैं बेस्ट देने का. The First World War and Khalifa movement. The effect of First World War. आप लोग बताना यार, मेरे को नहीं पता कैसे पढ़ता हूँ. ट्राई करता हूँ देख कर पढ़ने का. अगर अच्छा पढ़ पाऊँ तो मेहरबानी. The First World War led to a huge increase in defense expenditure. This was financed by the war loans and by increasing taxes. Customs duty was raised and income tax was introduced to raise extra revenue. Price items increased during the war. The price doubled between 1913 and 1918. The common people were the worst suffers because of price rise. First requirement of rural people in army was another cause of widespread anger among people. Crop failure in many parts of India resulted in acute shortage of food. The influenza epidemic further aggravated the problem. According to 1921 census, about 12 to 13 million people died because of famines and epidemic. The idea of satyagraha. Mahatma Gandhi advocated a novel method of mass agitation called satyagraha. This method was based on the idea that if someone fighting for a true cause, there is no need to take resources, physical force to fight the oppressor. Gandhiji believed that the satyagrahis could win a battle through non-violence, that is, without being aggressive or revengeful. Some early satyagraha movements organized by Gandhiji: peasants movements and Champaran in 1917, peasant movements in Kheda 1917, mill workers movements in Ahmedabad in 1918, the Raval Act 1919. The Raval Act 1919 was passed by the Imperial Legislative Council in 1919. The Indian members did not support the act, but it was passed nevertheless. The act gave enormous powers to government to repress political activities. It allowed detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. On 6th April 1919, Gandhiji launched a nationwide satyagraha against the proposed Raval Act. The call of strike on 6th April got a huge response. People came out in supports in various cities. Shops were shut down to works in railways workshop went to strike. The British administration decided to calm down the nationalists. Several local leaders were arrested. Mahatma Gandhi was barred from entering Delhi. Jallianwala Bagh incidents. On 10th April 1919, in Amritsar, the police fired upon a peaceful procession. This proved widespread attacks on government establishment. Materials law was imposed to Amritsar and the command of the area was given to General Dyer. The infamous Jallianwala Bagh massacres took place on 13th April 1919, the day on which Baisakhi is celebrated in Punjab. A crowd of villagers comes to participate in fair in Jallianwala Bagh. This was enclosed from all sides with narrow entry points. General Dyers blocked the exit point and opened fire the coward. Hundreds of people were killed in the incident. Public reaction to the incident towns. The government was quite brutal in its response. Gandhi to bring Hindus and Muslims on a common platform. The Ottoman Turkey was badly defeated in First World War. There were rumors about a harsh peace treaty like to be imposed to on the Ottoman Emperor, who was a spiritual head of the Islamic world, the Khalifa. A Khalifa committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919 to defend the Khalifa. This committee had leaders like the brothers Muhammad Ali Shah and the cause to build a united mass action. At the Calcutta session of Congress in September 1920, the resolution were passed to launch non-cooperation movements in support of Khalifa and also for Swaraj non-cooperation movement. In this famous book, Hindi Swaraj 1909, Mahatma Gandhi declared the British rule was established in India with cooperation of Indians and had survived only because of the cooperation. If Indian refused to cooperate, British rule in India would collapse within a year, and Swaraj would come. Gandhiji believed that if Indians begins to refuse to cooperate, the British rulers will have to no other ways than to leave India. Some of the proposal of the non-cooperation movement: surrender the titles which were awarded by the British government, boycott civil services, army, police, courts, legislative council and school, boycott foreign goods, launch full civil disobedience campaign if the government proceeded with repressive measures. The differing strands within the movement. The non-cooperation caliphate movement begins in January 1921. Various social groups participated in this movement, each with its own specific aspiration, all of the response to the calls of Swaraj. But the terms meant different things to different people. Awadh. The peasant movement in Awadh was led by the Baba Ramchandra. He was a sannyasi who had earlier worked in Faizi and indentured labor. The peasants were against the high rent and many other causes which are demanded by talukdars and landlords. The peasant demanded reduction of the revenue, abolition of beggar and social boycott of oppressive landlord. Tribal peasants. Tribal peasants gives their inspiration of Mahatma Gandhi and the idea of Swaraj. The tribal were prevented from entering the forest, graze cattle or collect fruit and firewood. The new forest law was threat in their livelihood. The government forced them to beggar on road construction. Many rebels from tribal areas become non-violent and often carried guerrilla warfare against the British officials. Importance of manufacturing industries. The manufacturing industries plays a crucial role in the overall, especially the economic development of a country. A country economics strength is measured by the growth of manufacturing industries. Industrial development helps in the eradication of unemployment and poverty. The contribution of industry to national income economy. India is traditionally an agriculture country. The growth of manufacturing industry has modernized farming. The generated a large number of employment opportunities. This had reduced the dependence of people on agriculture, allows us to export our goods to other countries and build up our reserve for foreign exchange and hence led to overall growth and property. Agriculture and industry mutual benefits each other. The National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council NMCC has been set with objective of improving productivity through property policy intervention by government and renewed efforts by industry. Location of industry. The key factor including influencing all decision about setting up manufacturing industry including its location is the cost. The main cost in a manufacturing industry are for procuring raw materials, producing goods and distributing finished goods in market. The ideal location of factory will be placed that has easily and low cost available of raw materials, capitals and labor power transport and market. Manufacturing industry promote the urban urbanization of neighborhood. Already urbanized as also attacked industry since they provide ready facilities for transport, banking, labor, constantly, etc. If an center offers sufficient facilities and advantage, several industries come up there together to form an industrial agglomeration. These industries together form a agglomeration economy. Before independence, the most industrial in India were located in port cities to enables easy overseas trade. Manufacturing industries are classified based on their resource of raw materials, role capital investment, ownership pattern, and bulk of supplies like raw materials and finishing product. Classification of industry. Industry can be classified into several groups. A verified account in this below. One basis of sources of materials used. Ergo based industry, minerals based industry according to their main role. Basic or key industries, consumer industry on the basis of capital investment, large scale industries, a small scale industry on the basis of ownership, private sector industries, public sector industries, cooperative sector industries on the basis of bulk and weight of raw materials and finishing goods. Heavy industries such as iron and steel industry on the basis of भाई बुरा मत मारना फर्स्ट टाइम कैमरा के सामने पढ़ रहा हूँ समझ रहे हो क्या कर सकते हैं यार ट्राई क्यों ऐसे बिना वॉइस रिकॉर्ड के मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ अच्छे से बट वॉइस रिकॉर्डिंग में प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है क्योंकि मैं फर्स्ट टाइम वॉइस रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ तो हो सकते कुछ गड़बड़ हो सकता है मैं ऐसे नहीं बोल रहा मैं परफेक्ट रीडिंग करता ही हूँ फर्स्ट टाइम रीडिंग कर रहा हूँ इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे इसे देखते हैं आप लोग क्या करते लेटेस्ट आगे बढ़ के देखते हैं जय हिंद अबे Argo based industries. Industries based on the agriculture raw materials are called argo based industries. For example, cotton, textile, jute textile, silk textile, synthetic textile, and sugar industry. Cotton textile contribute 14% of industry's production, provided employment to 35 million persons directly spread over 80 towns and cities of India located in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Jute textile about 70s in India, mostly produced in West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Assam and Tripura. Sugar mills are 460 in India, 50%. These are in Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. Other important products in Indian are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat. Mineral based industry. Manufacturing industry that use minerals as raw materials are called mineral based industry. And the iron and steel industry is basic industry on which all other industry depends. The production and per capita consumption of steel is measure of country is economics development. The main raw materials used in the iron and steel industry are iron ore, coal, and limestone. The raw materials are finished product of near mining areas requirement minerals and must be connected by the good transport network. India has many steel plants that produce customized alloy steeling using scrap iron or sponge iron as raw materials. और क्या हाल चाल भाई लोग. तो मैच बना लेता हूँ. क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करूँगा मैं आप लोगों को वीडियो बनाकर सेंड करता हूँ. सही बनता है गलत आप लोग बता दूँ. जय हिंद. बाय बाय. जय हिंद.